All right, welcome to today's class on the Scott Leroy Marketing Services and our templates. My name is Leah with Scott Leroy Marketing, and what we'll be overviewing today is all the different items that we provide as a company for you as KW agents. So we provide a variety of different things, from setting up all of your KW technology, training videos on all of your KW technology. My favorite one, which is doing the items for free for you. So we're a tech concierge service, so we're happy to do a lot of different items for you, so you don't have to worry about learning them or doing them at all. We'll take that off of your plate, so you can focus on what you do best, selling real estate, and we'll help you leverage the technology and marketing side of your business to get that rolling for you. We'll also be covering the Scott Leroy Marketing Services. So we have different templates that we provide for our email signatures, business cards, just listed flyers, and so forth. So that's just kind of an overview of what you'll be learning in today's class. So without further ado, if you'd like to go ahead and follow along with me, I am on scottleroymarketing.com. So again, you'll see on the top of my screen here, on the top address bar, that is scottleroymarketing.com. If you need help spelling that, that is a little bigger on the center of my screen, but that's Scott with 2 T's. Hold on one second here, guys. All right. Okay, we should be back and rolling. Sorry about that. All right, so someone just was taking over the presenter role, so I believe I have that back. If you have trouble hearing me or anything, of course, let me know. I'm happy to catch you up. So again, we're on scottleroymarketing.com, S-C-O-T-T, Leroy, L-E-R-O-Y, marketing.com, to access all of our services. And you'll want to scroll down slightly past the large image at the top to where you'll see a white toolbar and this KW Resources tab. So you'll simply just want to hover your mouse over KW Resources. Don't click on it, just hover. All right, so this KW Resources tab is your best friend as a KW agent. We try to centralize all of your tools into one tab here. And if you come on down, so again, just hover your mouse over KW Resources and you'll see a questionnaires option where you can just hover as well. So don't click, just hover. You'll see a couple options pop out here. So we're going to start from the beginning of the process, and that is setting up all of your KW technology if we have not already. So in this questionnaires option, you'll see a flyout menu, and you can go ahead and click on where it says questionnaires from that pop-out menu. Now when I click on that, it may prompt you to log into our site unless you are already logged in. Now the login for our site is always your Market Center number. Right? If you are not sure of what your Market Center number is, that can be found on mykw.kw.com. So I'll go ahead and pull over a screen so you guys can see where that is. So if you log into your MyKW account, okay, mykw.kw.com, you will see your Market Center number on the top right on this red toolbar if you're looking for what that is. And that is your password to log in to anywhere on our site. Okay, you just need that number. So 350 is in this case of this agent here. So if I type in 350, I can click Remember Me, okay, whatever your Market Center number is. We do things specifically for your Market Center, so you'll want it to be your Market Center, and click Login. Now when you do that, it will take you over to the questionnaires in this case, okay, because we went to KW Resources, hovered over questionnaires, and then clicked on questionnaires from there if I lost anyone. And this will take you to all the different questionnaires that we provide. Now, as a new agent to KW or transferring or so forth, or if you would just like us to get all of your KW technology set up for you, even if you've been with the Market Center for a while, these questionnaires is what you'll want to start with. So just to quickly overview what each one of them does. Okay, so the setup questionnaire at the top here, that will be the normal MyKW setup. So if you are a new agent with your market center, this is the questionnaire for you. It will just prompt you for the information we need to get all of your KW technology set up for you. So we set up your websites for you, your .loop account, your mobile app, KW Command, KW Connect, HomeKeeper, and so forth. So there's a whole long list of everything we set up for you. So if you would like us to do that, feel free to fill out this questionnaire. So we also have a short form setup, which asks less questions. Okay, so if you're just trying to get set up as quickly as possible, this short form setup will do that for you. It will be slightly less customized to you, so it won't ask you for certain things like a bio or social media, but that can always be updated in the future. So if you're just trying to get set up as quickly as possible, the short form setup will be good for you. Transferring KW agent, if you are transferring from one KW market center to another KW market center, that is the questionnaire for you. So we'll move everything over to your new market center. Expansion agent here. So if you are an active agent in more than one market center, so let's say you're active in a market center in Michigan and also active in a market center in Florida. Okay, so you're part of two market centers. This expansion agent questionnaire would be a great one for you to fill out, for us to help you with that. We have a capper questionnaire for any cappers and luxury agents. Teams, and that's of course for any teams coming over to KW. We have an admin setup questionnaire if you are an admin on a real estate team or market center staff. You fill out that admin questionnaire. And last but not least, if your Playster website has not been set up, or if you want to brand that as a team or so forth, you can fill out this Playster questionnaire and we will get that set up for you. Now you'll notice that all setups take 1 to 2 business days to complete, and we'll send you an email with a list of what all your website addresses are, videos on how to learn each item, and also what all your usernames and passwords are, so you have that all in one spot. Definitely very handy to have for reference. Right, so you can utilize that anytime under KW resources, questionnaires, and then you can click on that questionnaires option from that flyout menu. Now, if you want to see where you are in the queue to be set up, or if there's any market center staff on this call, you can see where your agents are in the queue by clicking on this questionnaire queue option. So that will show you anyone that's currently in our queue for today on the first column. And on the right-hand column, you'll see anyone that we're missing the logins for. So we do need your username and password in order to set you up. So if you're in this missing logins column, if you see your name there, feel free to contact us at support@scottleroymarketing.com. We can help you get that reset so we can set you up as quickly as possible. Now, if you did click on this, you'll just need to click on the back button on the top left to get back to our site. Okay, I'll take you right on back to our website here. We're just going down this list here, so I want to point out this next really useful tool for you. So if I hover over KW Resources and come on down to questionnaires, let's take a look at this 30-day challenge. So once we get you all set up with the KW technology, a great question is, okay, great, what do I do next? All right, it's very overwhelming to get a bunch of this technology out all at once. So we outlined this 30-day challenge here for you. So if I click on 30-day challenge, it will take you on over to this 30-day challenge, and the most popular one is the top one, the MyKW SLM challenge. So what it does is it gives you an item per day for the next 30 days to help guide you on what to learn first and what to do next in order to get your digital marketing fully optimized and further set up. So if I were to click on this first option, just to give you an idea of what that looks like, okay, that will take you to the 30-day challenge. And it will give you a printable version at the top here. Okay, if you're like me and you like to check things off, that printable version would be great for you. You can hang it in your office to keep you accountable. But we also provide it right on our site here with links to each item as well. All right, so you can easily access that. All right, so it'll show you which training classes to check out first. Right, it'll do things like prompt you to buy a custom domain name, for example, export your contacts so we can import those for you. Okay, and each item in each day. All right, so that'll help guide you on what to do next so that you have an idea of what you can do further to optimize your digital marketing. So really great resource here. Of course, we have different options here for different challenges for the database management challenge and blogging challenge and SEO challenge. So you can check that out. But definitely my favorite one, especially for new agents, is this My KW SLM challenge. So check that out. And again, how we got there is by hovering over KW resources on that top white toolbar, hover over questionnaires, and then you'll see that 30-day challenge that you can access at any time straight from our site. Now, since you guys are on this live webinar, you probably know how to access our live classes, but that can't always be found from KW Resources. You'll have a live webinar option here. Okay, so especially if you're watching this class recorded, this is how you can go watch any of our live training classes. So the next logical question to that is, when are our live training classes? So to access the training calendar, we'll hover our mouse over training. Okay, on that drop down here. And you'll see the training calendar option display on the pop-out menu on the right side here. So I can go ahead and click on that. So again, KW Resources, hover over training, and then we have our training calendar right from there. Once I click on that training calendar option, I can scroll down. And it has some instructions here on how to visit our live webinars and our recorded classes, and we'll get more into the recorded classes in just a moment here. But let's take a look at where it says download the March training flyers. So you'll see it for each time zone right from here, and you can click on whichever time zone you're living in, your market center is in. It will generate a flyer for you for the training classes coming up. Now this flyer is really great to print out and put around your market center so that other agents know when our live training classes are. You'll see the day of the training class, and the exact date here. We have classes on My KW and KW Command, which is of course the big buzz right now is KW Command, and that is on Tuesdays that we have that. Okay, so we'll have the next KW Command class coming up on March 12th, but we do have that recorded, which I'll show you where that is in just a moment here. We have our Wednesday classes to check out all of that, Thursday classes, Friday classes, and so forth. So you can see the topic of each training class to see what you want to learn more about and come to that class right away. Okay. And again, if that opened in the same tab here, you can always click the back button to get back to our website. Okay, but that is how you can access our training calendar. So next question is, all right, great, the live training seems great, but I don't have that time slot available to come to the live training. I totally understand as agents, your first priority is showing clients houses and tending to your clients. So let me show you where the recorded training classes sit as well on our website. So you can watch that anytime, 2 a.m. when you can't sleep and you really want to learn the KW technology. This is how you can do it. So again, we're hovering over KW Resources and coming down to training. And you'll see a whole list of different topics, and these are our different recorded training classes. So you can click on any of these topics that appeal to you. So if you would like to learn more about dot loop, for example, and dot loop is sticking around, so it's very important to learn. You'll see our advanced trainings, digital marketing tips. We'll come back to exporting contacts in just a moment here. I do want to highlight the My KW Academy, so let's go ahead and click on that one. So we're hovering over training and then clicking on My KW Academy. All right, so as a brand new agent, this is the class you'll want to start with. As I scroll down, you'll see the most recent class big on your screen, and that is a My KW Academy overview. All right, so that is really, really great to watch as a brand new agent. That will show you all of the KW technology and how it's all integrated together, how it all works together, and so forth. Okay, that's the class that Scott teaches on Tuesdays. So it's a really great class to get your knowledge kick-started on the KW technology. I just also want to point out that this is where the KW Command Overview sits as well. Okay, so you can check out the Command Overview straight from here. It will show you everything that's happening with Command, things that are yet to come with Command, help you start to learn the Command system. All right, so these are really great classes to start with. Again, KW Resources, Training, and this is all under My KW Academy. Okay, so these training classes are typically about an hour long, just so you know how to space out your time there. We do have shorter tip videos here, so my KW tips will show you about 10 to 20-minute tip videos on how to further your digital marketing, so those are great to watch. We, of course, have Playster classes on the Playster website, the basic and advanced Playster class. And then we also provide a Tech 101 class. If you are newer to technology and technology totally overwhelms you, this tech class will help just give you some of the basics of technology to help you start learning it from a very basic sense. All right, so that's a good one to check out. Now, a couple other things to overview to highlight on this tab here. Let's talk about exporting contacts. So as you're getting started with your KW technology, the most important thing that you can do is really get your contacts from all over and centralized into your CRM, your Keller Williams CRM. All right, so that right now that's KW Command that is just rolling out is a CRM. All right, and you also have your eEdge CRM. All right, and in the future they'll both be working together into the Command CRM. However, we can help you take your contacts and put them into your KW CRM for you. Okay, and what a CRM is just your contact database. All right, so if I click on exporting contacts here, it will give you instructions on how to export your contacts from all the various platforms onto an Excel spreadsheet. So if your contacts are in your iPhone or in your Android or in your Gmail or other email account, maybe your social media account like LinkedIn, these will give you instructions on how to export it from these various platforms, again, to an Excel spreadsheet. It's called a CSV file. And all you'll need to do at that time is shoot us that Excel spreadsheet. You can attach it to an email and send it to support@scottleroymarketing.com. We send out our email address here, support@scottleroymarketing.com. All right, feel free to send us your contacts to that email address, and we will go ahead and import those into your eEdge account and into KW Command for you. Okay. So it's a really important thing, so you can start reaching out to your database, you can set them up on drip campaigns, and so forth. All right, so again, we can find instructions on that from KW Resources, Training, and Exporting Contacts here. All right, one other thing to highlight from this list is the MyKW cheat sheet. So if you're not a big fan of watching videos, all right, we do have all instructions written out in this MyKW cheat sheet here. So it's literally, I believe, something crazy like 96 pages. We'll take a look at in just a second here. So you can scroll down from here and you'll see different topics. We have a table of contents to help find what you're looking for. Let's see how many pages. There's a lot you can do with the KW technology, clearly. All right, but I'll give you all these pages here, tell you the table of contents. Oh, this is rather expansive. All right, so we're on 113 pages. So you can find the page number it sits on and then go to that section to find step-by-step instructions on how to do each thing. Okay, we just recently updated this with KW Command, so that will help you out. All right, so again, if you're not a big fan of watching videos, check out this MyKW cheat sheet for written out instructions. But of course, the videos are really helpful because it shows you screen by screen. And the recorded classes, you can of course pause it so you can follow along and learn it that way. Okay, I know that's how I learn best, so feel free to check that out. All right, so that was all under this training tab under KW Resources. So now let's take a look at my favorite item, support. So go ahead, hover over KW Resources, and then click on support from that drop down. All right. So on the support tab, all right, so of course as I just discussed, we provide a whole bunch of different training videos that you can take advantage of, but what's better is to leverage those items out to us, and we can do that for free for you. So on this page here, there are a whole bunch of different support items that we are more than happy to do. And again, just to highlight, this is free for you as a KW agent, so it doesn't cost you a single dime. And if there's anything on this list here that you would like for us to do for you, you simply have to click on that item, fill out the short form that displays, and you will click send on the bottom, and we'll complete the support request for you within 1 to 2 business days. However, we strive to get it done in 1 business day, and we email you to let you know it's been completed. So just to highlight some of my favorite ones from this list here, So of course this command set up at the top here, that is the newest one we've rolled out. All right, we'll get your command marketing profile all set up. Make sure KW command is set up for you. So feel free to check out the command setup to have that done. Other things just to highlight that you can take advantage of if you want us to add your mobile app to the menu of your Playster website, the custom app menu, that's what that one does. If you have a domain name, so if you purchased a domain such as conniebasshomes.com and you want that pointed to your KW website, okay, we can do that for you in this domain forwarding. Okay, you'll just need to make sure to purchase that domain name first from a site such as GoDaddy. Okay, if you have questions on that, feel free to email us and we'd be happy to answer that. There's other items here. Facebook widget, if you would like your Facebook business page social feed on your Playster site, we can do that for you here. And again, you just need to click on that item from this list, this red list, fill out the form that displays, and we'll let you know once that's done. See other favorites here. If you would like an open house sign-in sheet added to your Playster website, we can do that for you. If you want a QR code created, all right, this month in real estate video added to your Playster website, submit a testimonial form to your Playster website, and so forth. So clearly that was just a fast overview of some of my favorites. All right, but feel free to take your time, scroll through these options, see what you would like for us to take advantage of, and we are more than happy to do that. All right. So let us know if you have any questions at all on those. But again, that will be on the support option from KW Resources. All right, KW leadership support. So if there's any staff on this call, this KW leadership support will be your best friend here. So we centralize all the tools for you from 30-day launch for our services in your market center. Okay, free support items for your staff. We have a leadership cheat sheet with written out instructions on everything, an offboarding questionnaire, office marketing flyers, onboard checklist template, an SLM overview on all the different services that we provide for your office, and a tracking option to track any agents in your office that have submitted questionnaires or support items on our website so you can see who's utilizing that and who has submitted their questionnaire. Okay, so those are great to check out. If you have any questions on that, of course, feel free to let us know. support@scottlorrymarketing.com. All right. And the last thing we're going to go over in today's class are our templates, which are a newer resource that we rolled out within the last year, I want to say. So if you hover over KW Resources, let's go ahead and come down and click on Templates from that drop-down. All right, so once we click on templates, just a heads up, there is a video on the top of the page that will walk you through how to utilize our templates, the email signature specifically, and we'll be taking a look at that in just a moment here. All right, but let's take a look, let's scroll down and take a look at all the different templates that we provide. Now when I say templates, what I mean are different postcard or flyer or email signature templates that are completely customizable to you as an agent that you can utilize for free. Okay, we like that word. All right, so I'm just going to highlight some of my favorites so you can take advantage of that, and then we'll be working on the email signature template as well in today's class. So a couple things here, and I just want to point out that we also, before diving into our templates, we also partner with a company called Brand Co. to help provide you with business cards, signs, name tags. Okay, those are the only items on this list that aren't free for you to utilize. Okay, that would be ordered through Brand Co. So just to show you an example of what that looks like, if I need to order business cards as an agent, I can click on this option here where it says business cards. There's name tags on this list as well. And it will open that up for you on agentstore.com, and it will prompt you to choose your market center at the top. So you can choose you can scroll to find your market center name or number, or of course you can just search for that at the top here. So let's say I type in 350 for my market center in Ballantyne. All right, you can then scroll down and it will show you different options of items you can purchase, such as business cards, name tags, different packages, signs, and so forth. So if you do need business cards ordered, you can simply click on Get Started here. And that will show you different business card templates. So you can scroll down and see if there's any that you like. Okay, there's a second page there, just a heads up. So you can take a look at all of those. All right, let's say I like this business card since it's vertical and I feel like it'll set me apart as an agent. I can go ahead and click on that. It will then give me options of quantity and the finish here that I'd like it, and then you'll be able to customize it. Okay, so you'll be able to add all of your information to the business card so that you can order that right away. Okay. So I just wanted to point that out, that is available for you to buy on our site. Those are business cards, and name tags will be further down as well. So check that out if you need it. But let's also take a look at all the free templates that you can take advantage of. Okay, so some of my favorites, I'm just going to be scrolling down this list. It is alphabetized, so you can scroll down and take a look at that. All right, we have coming soon flyers for your properties, email signatures, and that's what we'll be focusing on in today's class. If you've ever seen those email signature banners that maybe some of your coworkers have, it says a pretty nice banner on the bottom of each email that they send, which really brands them, makes them look very professional. Okay, that's what an email signature is right there. We have Facebook cover photos, so if you have a Facebook business page created or even a personal Facebook page, you'll have noticed the top banner photo on the top of your Facebook. It's kind of like, what do I put there, right? So we came up with some Facebook cover photo options that you can utilize to put in that slot there on your Facebook page. We have for sale flyers, home buyer tips, so if you're just trying to do some general farming, that might help you out. Let's see, just listed flyers, just sold flyers. Those are a very popular one for your properties. If you'd like to market out your KW app, you need just a general letterhead, that'll help you out there. Again, those are our name tags. Again, that'll be ordered from Brandco. We also have open house sign-in template and open house flyer here. Property flyers, and the list goes on and on, right? Why buy now, why sell now, or some more general farming flyers that you can take advantage of. Of course, there's a whole list here, so feel free to take a look at all the different ones we provide. If there's ever any templates that you don't see on this list, feel free to fill out this below form. Okay, you'll see a form on the bottom here that gives us some suggestions on any other items you'd like to see. We're always looking for different ideas on templates to add. So feel free to let us know what you would like to see that we don't provide or what you'd like to see more of. Okay, we're happy to try to accommodate your needs. Now let's scroll on near the top of the list. Let's go over to email signatures. All right, so again, these are alphabetized, so email signatures will be near the top of the list on the right-hand column. So let's go ahead and click on where it says email signatures, that red box here. Now, when I do that, it will pull up, depending on the template and how many we provide of that item. It may pull up folders first, so we have a lot of email signatures. So we have different folders that we separated those into to make it a little less overwhelming to view. But you can click on any of these folder names to view the different email signatures that we provide. So we categorize them as modern, normal, vertical email signatures, and widescreen. Okay. So feel free to double click on any of these. Okay, the process will be the same. And you'll see a bunch of different templates display. Now, before you decide on a template, so to edit that, there is something you'll have to do, and you may already be signed in, but you'll notice on the top right here, it prompts me to sign in, this blue button. Now these templates are created on Google Slides, so you must be signed into a Google account in order to edit our templates. Well, the good news of that is your KW email account is a Google account. So you can either sign in with your KW email address, or if you have a personal Gmail account, that is totally fine as well. If you're working on your computer, it most likely logs you in already, so you may see a circle with your initial on the top right here, your headshot in a circle on the top right, indicating you're already signed in. So if you are seeing that, great, just hold tight, you're a step ahead. If it is saying sign in on the top right, you will need to sign in. You will need to click that blue button. And it'll prompt you to then choose your Google account. So I see mine from that list here. Okay, but if it prompts you to just type in your Google account, you can put in your KW email. If you're not sure of what your KW email is, feel free to email us at support@scottleroymarketing.com. We can help you figure that out. All right, so I'm going to click on my Google account, put in my password here, and it will then show me I am signed in. Okay, I know I'm signed in now because I can see my headshot on the top right here. If I click on that, it shows me which account I'm signed into. And it's good to know which account you're signed into so you know which account to come back to if you ever need to edit your templates. All right, so if you are taking notes on today's class, that is a noteworthy moment. Okay, utilize our templates. There's two main things you'll need to do. And that first one is you must be signed into a Google account to access and edit our templates. Okay, that's a big one. So again, I clicked on the folder for the email signatures I'd like to view. I just double clicked on that and that will open that folder up right away. And I'll see a whole slew of different email signature template options here. Okay, of course, take your time browsing through these templates to see which one best fits your needs and matches the branding for your company. All right, and once you find the email signature that you would like to utilize, you can simply double click on that item to open that up. So I'm just going to select that first one on the top here. If you'd just like to follow along and select the first one just so you can learn how to utilize our templates, you can always go back and select a different one in the future here. So I double clicked on that first option to pull that open. Now when I do that, you'll notice that it's not editable. So I can't just, for example, click and erase where it says name here. I can't edit this right now. It's in view only mode. So I did mention there are two main things you'll need to do to be able to edit our templates. The first one was log into a Gmail account, log into a Google account, which hopefully you've already done. You should see your headshot or initial in a circle in the top right to make sure of that. And this is the other second big one. So if you're taking notes, this is the second noteworthy moment here. You'll need to click on File on the top left, so it'll be under the email signature name to the right of the Google Slides icon in yellow. You'll need to click on File. And we need to click Make a Copy near the top of that list. It's a very big one. You have to do this. We click on File under the email signature name and then click Make a Copy. Now what this is doing is copying the template from our library into your Google Drive so you have access to edit it and customize it and make it your own. So very important, we clicked on File on the top right and then Make a Copy. And it will pull up this copy document box. You don't have to change the name, but if you would like to, let's say I can name this Leah Real Estate Signature. So my name, Real Estate Signature. That's really all you need to do, and you can click OK on the bottom right there. Now when I click OK, it will open it in a new tab. So I'll see that new tab with whatever I named my new email signature. So it says Leah Real Estate Signature at the top of my screen here. And now it is editable. So now all I have to do is simply click and backspace to replace the information with my name instead. All right, so you'll want to, of course, replace all this generic information. And the quickest way to really do that is, if I can type, is by highlighting. So if you click, if you're not sure how to highlight, you can simply click on the end of the information you need to change and hold your mouse down to slide over, and that will highlight the entire sentence here. And you can replace it with your information instead. Now this is a template. So if something happens like this, where the email signature is too long, and it needs to be made smaller, these are completely customizable. So all I would do here is I would highlight that. So click to drag my mouse to highlight what I need to resize. And you'll notice a bunch of different editing options on this top toolbar. Okay, so these are pretty universal editing options, very similar to like Microsoft Word, for example. All right, so I can see the font size here, and I can go ahead and change that to a little smaller here so it will fit on one line. So So that's one item or an example of something that you can change. Let's say I want to change the font of my name because I brand to luxury agents and I find that a cursive font brands me more to a luxury market. I can select my name. Again, we're highlighting. Either you can double click to highlight it or click to drag to highlight. And I'll come up to the font options here. I have all these fonts that you can take a look at. And there's a few here. So let's say I like this option instead. And click on that. All right, of course, you'll want to change all of this information to make it yours. All right, and we can edit that. So that is how you go about editing any of our templates. And the methods that I'm showing you are the same not only for the email signatures, but if you create a property flyer as well. That's how you do it. You just click to start editing. Now let's talk about changing out photos. Okay, and that'll apply, of course, to the email signature, assuming we don't want Scott's lovely face on your email signature. We want your headshot instead, of course. And that will apply to property flyers as well, so you can add photos of the property instead of the default ones we have in there. All right, so the best way to change out photos is by simply clicking on the photo. I can see it selected because it highlights it in blue around the outside. And you'll want to right-click on the photo. So we're right-clicking on the photo that we want to change out. And we want to come down to Replace Image. Okay, doing it this method will keep the same formatting that the template has, and we'll just replace the image and keep that same sizing so it doesn't distort the entire template. So we come down to Replace Image, and you'll see some options here. The most popular one will be Upload from Computer, so it'll browse your computer. So again, we right-clicked on the image we want to replace, come down to Replace Image, and go Upload from Computer. All right, I'll then browse your computer. Let's see if I can find my headshot real quick. Here we go. So you can, go through your computer, locate your headshot, double click on that, and it will replace it with your headshot instead. Okay, so that's how easy it is to replace images here. Same thing with any logos. So we put the KW logo on all of our templates, I believe, or at least most of them, for compliance purposes. If you need to replace that with your brokerage logo instead, it will be the same process. Right click on the logo and go to Replace Image. You can upload from computer. All right, of course, that brokerage logo would need to be downloaded to your computer first. Let's say we want to add a photo. So if you just want to add a photo, let's say you have a personal logo that you brand your business with, you can add that as well. So I could come up here again to these editing options. And guys, just a tip, if you're ever unsure of what these editing options do, right, what that icon does, if I simply hover my mouse over that icon, it will pop up a little black speech bubble telling me that this adds fill color, right? Or that this will add a text box. Or in this case, what we're looking for is the icon to add an image. So let's go ahead and click on, if you would like to, or you can just watch here, the icon that looks like a postcard with some mountains in it. Right? That's kind of a universal icon for adding an image. So I can click on that and it will give me very similar options that we were just looking at, where I can click Upload from Computer. And so this is adding in a photo. So if I want to look for my personal branding, so maybe I have a team logo, I can search for that on my computer, double click on that, and it will pull that in. Okay. Obviously that's very large, so I can click on, you'll notice some blue boxes on the corners here that I can click on to resize that if you ever need to resize an image. So I can resize that and position it wherever I'd like to. All right, and voila. So that is how you can utilize our templates to edit that. Of course, once we're done and we're ready to export that from here, we can come up to File, and you'll have some Download As options. Okay, if you were downloading, let's say, a property flyer, you could choose the option of PDF. Okay, or if you want to download it as a picture, that would be your JPEG and PNG options. And if you ever have any troubles with the templates or any further questions, feel free to email us at support@scottloraymarketing.com. Actually, it's right here for you, so you have that. One last thing I want to address before we wrap up class here is where to go to if you need to go back to edit the templates, let's say at a later day. So let's say I created a property flyer and now I want to go back to that template, maybe to change the template or to print out more for that property. Let me show you where these templates will sit once you have edited those. All right, so where you'll go is actually, so it'll be on your Google account. So it's in your Google Drive. So really the simplest way to get there is by going to google.com, and not to throw you off, I did just open a new tab here. If you're not familiar with opening new tabs on your browser, that is by clicking the plus sign typically. I'm in Chrome, so that's why it looks like that. At the very to the right of your last tab, it will open a new tab for you, and you can go to google.com. There's different ways to do this, but from Google, you will see these 9 dots in a square on the very top right of Google. And again, this will be assuming you're logged into your Google account already, which we did in this class. So I click on the 9 dots in a square on the top right, and we want to go to Drive. Okay, so your Drive icon is the multicolored triangle. So I want to click on Drive, and this is how you can go back and edit your templates in the future. So once I click on my Drive, it will show you the last template that we worked on at the top. Okay, because it's in last modified. Okay, but of course you can sort those however you'd like to. And that's my template. All right, the one that you can always edit is with the Google Slide icon. That's that yellow icon, like a yellow box with a white box in it. That is Google Slides. Those will be the editable templates for you. So you can go back and edit those in the future. Okay, so that is how you can edit your email signature in the future. This is how you can utilize our templates and work with all of the Scott Leroy marketing services that we are happy to provide. If you have any questions at all on this, please let us know. Do not hesitate to reach out to us at support@scottleroymarketing.com. Just a heads up, our information is at the bottom of every page on our website. You'll see our phone number and our email address right here. We do respond to emails very quickly during normal business hours, so feel free to try that, and you can always let us know if you have any questions. I hope that helped out, and I hope you have a great weekend, and let us know how we can help you in the future. Take care, guys.